Longer? Longer? Longer?
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Go It Easy. My name is Liz. There we go. And we're back again in the world of Jak and Daxter. How's it going, everyone?
I have spent my life searching for the answers.
I don't know why we don't have subtitles. But I don't think I can change that until I get to the menu.
Our planet. How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay. As with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time.
Where did they go? Why did they build this crap?
Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that?
Little does he know, that's a grenade he's holding, and he's basically pulled the pin on a grenade.
Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
I love how much the soundtrack to this game is just like it's this team that did Crash Bandicoot. You can hear it. You can hear it in the OST. It's very funny to me.
Misty Island.
That's right. And then
someone on the sound team really likes like kalimbas and steel drums and stuff.
Dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a
half
going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or 2 stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wild, just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we
Thank you,
got
the care
the
package,
brave
Rye.
adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff,
Soda
will we?
cans.
'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get
It doesn't
in
matter
there before I turn you both into ferns.
how slowly I try to drink it. The moment I look away, I swear the can is just empty. I don't know where it goes. I like crack a can, it's full, I take a sip. I'm like, oh, that was nice and refreshing.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
And then I do it again. I grab it and I go to take a second sip. It's empty. There's no more soda. I don't know what happened to it. The camera controls are reversed. It's really impressive. I don't know how I pull it off every time. Play hints. Which, that's fine. Oh, is that it? So we don't have subtitles. We don't have subtitles, and I cannot change the camera. I'll probably get used to it again.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
So how's it going? Do you prefer to go by Rye or Rizel? Rizel? If I'm pronouncing that correctly?
This
Egg.
is a power cell, the most important
They are
precursor
eggs.
artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for
Excellent.
your A-Grab zoomer.
Well, welcome in, Rye. It's good to have you.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
I like opening the crate on top of the hill last. Because whichever one you open last, that's where you get your little cutscene for your orb. And I like getting it up here on the geyser rock.
Wow, that last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Do you feel like you need Blue Eco in your life, chat? Do you feel like you'd like to have increased unlimited energy, the ability to run faster, and also the ability to break boxes when you get near them?
Increases the time you can use its power.
I often think about how much I could use the ability to break boxes when near them. That's not very clean. It is exceedingly obvious I haven't played in a million years. Oh my god. No! He interrupted.
It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
I do a bit here where it's like, which of the 4 ecos would be most useful to you in your life?
That's a blue eco.
Which is funny.
More concentrated than the floating cluster.
Kind of a fun thought experiment. But it's like,
Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
red eco allows you to, like, punch people harder. So I don't think that has a lot of practical uses for the average person. Why did I guess it doesn't matter. Yellow eco allows you to shoot lasers out of your hands, which, cool. Not a whole lot of practical use for the average person. And then, like, the other two are unlimited energy and immortality. So, like, those two just sort of... It's hard to beat.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or 1 big green one to increase your health.
There's also now, at the very least, we have dark eco and light eco. And assuming you have the same eco channeling abilities as Jack,
You can jump once, then jump
dark
again
eco
and
makes
again.
you angrier, which, again, not a lot of practical use for that. But then white eco allows you the ability to fly, and also immortality again. And I guess you can make a shield, if that's worth anything. Kind of ties into the immortality thing, right? What is the damn pause button here? Okay. We are good on Geyser Rock. I don't know if we're gonna complete the game tonight. Pachow. Pachow. I probably won't stream for very long. We'll probably do like a 3-hour stream tonight.
Nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack?
We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Hi, Kira.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this
Rule number
8 grand
one.
Zoomer?
I don't date animals.
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There
we
must be a way to turn the capped vents
start
on. I traced
with
part
the
of the pipeline back
jungle?
to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Maybe we can start with the Forbidden Temple. I don't think there's anything to prevent me from doing that. If you do Sandover Beach first, then you can't finish it because the blue energy's capped by the temple. If you do Misty Island first, well, one, you can't go to Misty Island until you visited the jungle at least once anyway, because that's where you get the fisherman's boat. If you do Misty Island first, do you need to return? You might be able to complete... No! No, there's something about the zoomer you can't do on the first trip. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Well, hello there, my
I think you just have to go to the jungle to get the boat. We're gonna do the jungle first.
I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs.
Precursor
I would have pledged my
orbs.
word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
My dear old uncle.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
No, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Band is just off doing their own thing in the background here.
Maybe we should go root out the fisherman. I heard he was in the jungle fishing by the lower river. Did you see the size of the bite that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
Excuse me, pardon me. One of my favorite plot holes as a kid is definitely that Daxter informs us in order to borrow the fisherman's boat, we need to go to the jungle to get his permission. Which is really fascinating. Because the whole reason he's a furry little varmint in the first place is that we used the fisherman's boat to already go out to Misty Island once. Hello, Dubbin. Welcome in. And then in this scene, he's going to be very upset at the insinuation we'd ever go back.
Man.
He's like, there's no way we're going back to Misty Island. Which is a weird thing for him to say, given that just a minute ago he was saying, hey, we should go talk to the fisherman so that we can go back to Misty Island.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I
thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Oh, I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island. Are we?
Muse. How's it going, Sean? Welcome in. Gotta get all our quests. Just like a normal JRPG, as soon as you hit a new town, you gotta go pick up all the quests.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainframe. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
Okay.
What a weird-looking thing. I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just
Me,
rest my
honestly.
tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
Wow. Sean and Zakinator, welcome in. Thank you for the follows. I apologize, my notifications are not going off today, so I did not notice those. I gotta get those fixed. I know what happened. I was running them through an application that I do not trust anymore, and I removed the application, and I thought I had moved the... I thought I had moved the alerts over to a different program, but apparently I had not. Well, thank you for saying so. That man just went the wrong way. Turn around, bud. It's probably too much work to do two of them at the same time, honestly. Come on, man. Get in there.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
hey, you know, sometimes you just gotta get out there and whack the yak house. Kira's gonna call us on the communicator to complain that I'm getting too close to the fire canyon and I don't have the power cells yet. So they'll do it right here, I think.
You don't have enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. You can't cross Fire Canyon until you collect enough power cells.
Which is fine, because we needed those precursor orbs, because they're technically not part of Fire Canyon, they're part of the village. I had thought about not getting 100% tonight, and just kind of doing, like, as soon as we have enough power cells moving on kind of thing. We might still do that, I guess. I guess I could do that. It'll haunt me. Leaving behind stuff will haunt me.
All right! You found all the scout flies?
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within.
The light
From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
A very funny line after you played the third game. God, I remember this game. It took a while. Yeah. I play this base. I 100% this pretty much every year, honestly. My health is deteriorating. I can already taste blood. That's probably not good for you. You should maybe see a professional about that. What am I missing? What orbs are we missing here? Probably the ones in the jungle? Hello, Bull. How it do?
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
These orbs are, weirdly enough, part of the village, and not part of the jungle. The jungle doesn't start until you cross that river there, I suppose. Well, because these ones, which are... This one right here is directly above those, but he's part of the jungle orbs. Not going great. Any fucking sleep. I've been working extra day this week. Oy. I feel for you, buddy.
We should ask the fisherman down by the jungle river if we can borrow his speedboat to zoom on over to Misty Island.
Talk to him when we talk to him, Daxter. Can't grab those yet. I can grab like the bottom 3 or 4 of them, but the problem is there's like 10. There's only 5. I think I can grab like 2, maybe 3, but you can't grab the top couple of them. They're only accessible by popping out of that silo from below, which we will be doing momentarily. A treat for me. It is a Butterfinger. Nope, it's another 100 grand. I thought it was a Butterfinger. Yeah. Especially if you're trying to get every precursor orb, Jack 2 is a nightmare. I don't usually do 100% orbs when I replay it. Daxter is an Otzel, which is half otter, half weasel. Although this game does cross over with Ratchet and Clank, so technically Lombax is our canon in this setting.
We need to get to the top of that tower.
Daxter is something else, I'll tell you what. I never actually finished my copy of Daxter on the PSP. I was just never able to beat all of the everything. I do have a... They ported it to the PlayStation 4. I have that on this console here. And I have 100% it here.
Yeah, so we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So it ain't gonna help us!
And Blue Eco switch activated.
Wow, did you see that? Blue eco vents have been activated all over the world. I knew there was a way to turn them on. There must be places to turn on the other eco vents as well.
There he is. Big Nasty.
Hungry?
Hungry? Hello, Az. Welcome in. Doobie Vor time. Alright, chat. Very important secret. Back when Naughty Dog made real video games and not whatever the fuck they're doing today, they did this pretty much every game that they made. Where you step on something a bunch and stuff comes out of it. My personal favorite example is in Crash 2, there's a baby polar bear, and if you jump on his head like 50 times or something stupid like that, he just spawns like 20 extra lives. There are like baby polar bear race levels where you have to ride on the baby polar bear and like go through a little race stage. But the polar bear you have to step on he's just standing next to one of the warp gates in the first zone where you meet the baby polar bear. And I guess they assumed people would find the secret because they assumed people would get sick of the polar bear levels and just beat the tar out of the baby polar bear as a result. And sure enough, that is how a lot of people found it, so...
Love the smell of fish in the morning.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And
now they're gobbling up the fish.
No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a
Scooping up!
I'll give you a power cell. If you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge? There are two types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies
and 5 pound fishies.
If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch. Here comes a big one. Steady, boy.
Used to do this minigame over and over and over again, and then intentionally miss fish or intentionally grab a poison eel right before you completed it, because in the base game you can't, when you complete this, the fisherman doesn't let you try it again. And I really enjoyed this minigame and I wanted to be able to replay it, but you just can't after you beat it the first time.
Hold steady. You're almost there. Here comes a big one. Hold steady. You're almost there.
Perfect score.
You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's
Not bad for a couple of landlubbers.
And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
Oh, this way. Out of here. That goes up to the little laser tower, which we will be dealing with in a minute. First I gotta get all these guys. Did I miss anything back this way? Yeah, I did. I had a feeling that I just didn't actually activate this panel, and sure enough. Okay. Your Liz. Care package. Hi, Steel.
Hunger?
Hunger? Oi! Ciao. It's a cordial. A cordial kiss. Yeah, Explorer points are new. I wonder what that's all about. Okay, I think we did get everything on this side. My day be good so far. I'm hanging in there. Oh, also, Kutsukana, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I apologize that we don't have notifications on right now. They are currently not working. That's what I should have done this weekend instead of doing all the other dumb stuff that I programmed to stream. Chat, y'all have no idea how many new toys are in stream right now. You just do not even know. That sound effect is so good every time.
Those tower doohickeys scattered all over the jungle must redirect the eco beam. Let's go fiddle with them. Line up the beam by pointing it at the next tower.
It did tell me I have an explorer point, which I have no idea what that does, and I don't remember it from last time. Now, Cal. Oh, no, that's correct. No. We reconstructed the core memory, Cal. You're supposed to have a different message now, buddy. Yeah, the first memory module was fixed. I guess I'll have to change one of Cal's messages. I thought I had changed all of them. I knew there was going to be something that I wasn't done with. It's just kind of the way that it is, you know? No, you triggered reconstruction. Yeah, the memories are reconstructed. What you don't know is how to access them.
Let's go to the next tower and reconnect the beam there.
Just conceptually, I love the idea of exclamation mark back rooms. There is technically a redeem that already exists that explicitly allows you to explore the back rooms. It's just that it's tied to a different thing, so y'all might not think about it as exploring the Squid Easy back rooms. That's literally how it's branded. It is specifically a command that we have here. Eco beams. Bye, cat. 10 precursor orbs. Where would... If you left 10 precursor orbs somewhere stupid, because you never do the same path through this shithole twice, where do you think you would leave them? Ion, the home of the Squid Easy, the homeworld of Squid, K, Easy, and Elizabeth Naughty. When war broke out, Squid was there, where they promised to meet, but Liz wasn't there. Something had happened to her. She was in Innsmouth that day. Memory 1 may reveal why, but for now, what matters is that Squid is missing, and Liz must run the Squid Easy while he's away. July 16, 1927. Memory 1. Okay. For what it's worth, that's, Oh, and those should be priced correctly now. Those should be, nice master bedroom and 2 red rooms. Squid's middle name is Key, as in a chain of islands. It was originally C-A-Y, but the problem is that people were reading it as K. I was reading it as K. I'm people. And if I switched it to Key, which is another valid spelling for it, it just makes it easier to tell. I'm not gonna lie. I think I may have just forgotten something in the temple, which would be very embarrassing. It really hasn't even been that long since I've been here, so I shouldn't be this bad at it. A den, a billiard room, a guest bedroom. You're supposed to go back up here and do this. Yup. That's what I forgot. My people? What did I say? Laser time.
We should go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting the village energy beam.
Liz's people. Liz is Liz, and Liz is people. I do have 240. And my least favorite thing to do is go up the damn cliff to go talk to the loser. So we're gonna go do that now so we can get it over with.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting out of rocks over there.
For your gift, another power cell is yours.
Supreme. Oh boy.
Hey! Let's go check out old Fish Breath's speedboat at the dock.
Fish Breath Speedboat. So they called me in high school. Fish Breath Speedboat. Me, Bongaga. Hi, Zar. Wow, there's just a power cell right there that's just in reach. I sure hope nothing happens to it and I misplace it.
Those old metal boxes are thicker than a yak-owl skull, but there must be something that can bust them open.
Unfortunately, Daxter started talking right before Daxter started talking. And so we lost the line where he says, "That pelican just scooped up a power cell. Let's go kick some big bird butt."
Alright! Treasure!
You know what's funny, Steel?
Alright! More orbs!
Technically speaking, under the strictest definition of correct, you are currently correct. What you are doing will eventually unlock something new. Not for the reason you think it will, but it will work. One burrito. Be nice to eat a burrito right now. I definitely know how it is to go hungry, Tsar. You have my condolences. I think my Tindalos account is the thing where I'm Met my last boyfriend.
Congratulations, but you have so much to do, I won't waste your time. By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
You didn't see anything different there, did you, Steel? Guys, the burritos, go get them. That's really funny, actually, as I miss that game so bad.
Dive for those orbs, Jack! Dive!
That team ended up fucking up so bad. It's actually really incredible. I think there are very few instances in history of a game series being ruined more thoroughly and more rapidly than Overkill. What they did to that franchise was, in fact, Overkill. I really wish we still had the cooks. We had to make those burritos ourselves. True, using muriatic acid. I mean rice first. No, wait, beans. Muriatic acid. I don't know, just put it in there. Steel, total, complete, full disclosure. If there was a Shoggoth command, I'm not saying there is or there isn't, but hypothetically, if there was, there would be a good chance that I misspelled it. So, like, you know.
Quick!
Thank for the order, Bull.
Power cell before the pelican scoops it up again.
Few good things in this world which are perfect. One is tacos, two is booba, coming home to a nicely made bed.
That pelican just snagged a power cell. Let's go kick some big bird butt.
Interesting. I didn't realize that if you missed the dialogue the first time, Daxter could re-trigger it when he grabs it a second time. That's something new I just learned. It would be really funny if I had just... if exclamation mark Shoggoth was a command and I had just misspelled it. Giggits. Giggy diggies. Come on, Jack. Come on, buddy. Shoggoth is pretty funny. Yeah, at the end of the day, when Overkill decided to release Payday 2, or Payday 3, the first thing they did was they took a game that people had spent hundreds of dollars on and intentionally broke the save system and badly mangled the game's online systems in order to make sure that the majority of players wouldn't be able to access the game anymore to try to drive people to pick up the new game. They ruined thousands of hours of playtime, all to try and force people to make the switch because they knew they had made a worse game with 3 than with 2. At the end of the day, for the technical improvements that they added, for the new engine, for the better animations, for all of that, the reality was they had made a dog shit game that no one was going to want to play, and everyone was going to want to go back to 2. And their solution for that rather than doing a better fucking job, was to intentionally ruin 2 and make it unplayable. So now Payday 2 is unplayable dog shit. And you'd better believe that even if they managed to fix Payday 3, even if they made it into a good game, I don't trust that company anymore. They ruined Payday 2. They didn't need to. So I'm done with them.
Seagulls!
Let's buzz them for kicks. I have 8 trillion hours clocked in Payday 2, and it is truly, truly tragic what happened to that game. I know that, like, it's possible with, like, mods and things now to get Payday 2 working properly again, but I just... Every time I even think about doing it, I don't know, I just remember every nasty thing that they've ever done, and I'm like, I just don't want to deal with that company anymore. I just don't even want to think about their games at this point. They sucked all the fun out of it. It is just possible to tarnish a good reputation and throw it all away and not be able to reclaim it. And I think that matters. Once again, I need to tell you, it is extremely funny what Steele just said. What Steele just said there is technically correct.
They caused an avalanche. Let's check it out.
If you keep spamming the spellings, you will eventually get it. I hate that that's correct, but logistically, that's correct. You're not thinking with your third eye open, Steele. You gotta think about it from another perspective. You know what I mean? You've gotta consider for yourself. Liz says I'm technically correct. If I'm technically correct, I love watching them do that stuff. If I'm technically correct that spamming misspellings will eventually make it work, then maybe the trigger doesn't have anything to do with what I'm typing. Oh, I gave up on Payday 3 before it launched, Sar. The big problem for me was the fact that they intentionally messed up Payday 2 right before it launched to try and push people to buy it. That, to me, was enough to immediately give up on them. But if you want to know why Payday 3 was bad, mostly it's just, like, flavorless. It just doesn't have the riz of Payday 2. It doesn't have the charm. They spent all this money updating the, like, engine and updating the graphics and building all these new systems, and they made the guns play better, and they made the sound effects better, and but it just feels like a generic shooter. It's got like new features, but all of the charm is just gone. I'm not gaslighting. I'm actually giving them more hints than I should. I'm also kind of glancing over at this over and over again. I don't want to touch anything. I may have actually made this not what I want. We're gonna make this like that. Okay, if I go here, okay, and you start at, yeah, so you, okay, so y'all are making progress. You're doing a good job. Is Rizless, cringe, and unballer, yeah. Sometimes updating game is in fact the worst thing that happened to the game. It's really bizarre to think about, but 100%. The worst thing that happened to Payday 2 was that they changed it when the game was done and complete and intact.
Get some! Get some!
That was actually a nice shot. Okay, that should be everything I need you for, I think. Lurker shark. Technically, all languages are confusing when you think about it. It's actually just intrinsically weird that you can communicate with vocalizations. It's intrinsically weird that you have the biological equipment required to make as many sounds as you can make, as delicately and as intricately as you can make them. What do I want on a burger? I want either mustard or barbecue sauce. I want like 2 cheeses. Was like a minimum for me. For a good burger, it's got to have at least a couple of cheeses on there.
Are you near the egg yet?
Not a hugely popular pick, but it's got to have lettuce.
Just a little further. Do you see any other birds up there? Come on, push the egg off the cliff.
I just think without a little bit of crisp green on it, it just doesn't hit the same. Not with a barbecue sauce burger, but like if it's gonna be a mustard one, then I feel like it needs it. I am a big fan of bacon. I'm a huge fan of bacon cheeseburgers. That's also explicitly, I think, I really do not want a regular hamburger.
Just a little further. Come on, push the egg off the cliff.
I actually cannot imagine
Of your reflexes.
wanting specifically a hamburger.
Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg.
Oh, it's got to be bacon and pineapple. Easy.
Oh my! I hope the poor dear's okay.
You know when you breathe oxygen and it's like,
For your valor.
then
Then it's like, And you live! The egg just flashbanged you? Is that the timing for it? It's really good, actually.
Look, isn't that cute?
It thinks you're its mama.
Ah, I'm not your mom. You see any feathers here?
I'm not your mom.
Love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys. I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
Time for Bonnie's most used emote. I'm just a meat person. I want meat on my pizza. I want ham. I want bacon. I want pepperoni. I want sausage. Did you pull a treasure trove, Bull? That's really lucky. The egg hatched a burrito. Well, burritos have to come from somewhere, chat. My secret pizza order? I'll tell you my secret pizza order, chat. My secret pizza order is a bacon and pineapple pizza, but not with a red sauce, with barbecue sauce. Treasure trove in the armory? That's a nuts pull. Bull, I haven't even seen treasure trove in my game. That was a room I got spoiled when I looked up a list of rooms. If you like sweet and sour chicken.
Good. You've collected enough power cells to fuel my heat shield.
Just eat the meat lover's pizza because I can't get enough of that meat. Amen.
Behind the farmer's house. Bring the power cells.
Behind the farmer's
My father
house.
says he's seen more lurkers around.
Yeah, if you like sweet and sour chicken, then try bacon and pineapple with a barbecue sauce. It's a very similar flavor profile, actually. Are we gonna do Misty Island? Oh, you know what? We'll make a poll. I'll let chat decide. I don't have to do anything. Pineapple and barbecue sauce on pizza is surprisingly good. Pineapple is a fruit that does really well with savory flavors. It complements them phenomenally. I would say better than any other sweet food, pineapple is the best thing to partner with a savory if you want a sweet and savory flavor. Diced tomato, grilled chicken, bacon, and jalapenos. Honestly, like, ham and diced tomato on a white sauce is something else. The sound that the folly table made. The sound the folly table made for Jack clapping to get Daxter onto his head is the sound of two billiard balls clacking together. It's so bassy for a clap. I don't know why that sound effect sounds so different. You hear it? It sounds like billiard balls clacking. It doesn't sound like someone clapping their hands. Or it sounds like someone clapping their hands, but like... what do you call it? Like in a really echoey studio. The audio recording is truly strange with that. It's the thing Liz does every day. Try to get 100%. It sounds like billiard balls clacking. It's such a strange sound. I was gonna wait and see if he does it one more time, chat. Good luck, Orky Steel. Oh, yeah, Steel here. We'll never resolve this. Only Steel had the power to solve it. Yeah. It's such a strange sound. It's so funny to me. It doesn't sound at all like clapping. Anyway. Y'all are making progress. That's all I can say. Y'all have made progress.
This place gives me the creeps. And trust me, it's a whole new experience when you're covered in fuzz.
Camera, do you want to
Jump, then
move
dive
for
onto
me?
the teeter-totter. Hey, I see the sculptor's muse.
There's the muse. Oh, if I had made that roll, I actually might have been close enough to grab it immediately. It is possible to just insta-grab it. Obviously, speedrunners pull that off all the time. I do not. I am not a speedrunner. Sit here and trying to figure out what might be a clue, like some kind of conspiracy theorist looking at ancient tomes, trying to figure out hidden meanings behind words. That is what I want this to feel like. At the end of the day, that was the goal for this whole thing. Was I wanted y'all to feel like characters in a Lovecraft story attempting to piece together the truth. Exclamation mark, solve riddle. It's a funny one, actually. I should make exclamation mark, solve riddle, shouldn't I? It's time for my favorite animation. God, I love that. Toggle God mode. That's pretty good. Oh. Oh. Ugh. Toggle no clip. Don't no clip out of the chat. Where will you end up? You'll end up in the back rooms, which is right down the hall. That's where the bathrooms are.
Let's plow into those balloon lurkers and shred them.
Let's plow into those balloon lurkers and shred them. I can go anywhere now. Give me a moment while I steal the Declaration of Independence. Exclamation mark, steal declaration. In order to steal the Declaration of Independence. That jump, when I was a kid, I spent hours, chat, trying to pull off that jump. And I don't think I've missed that jump in like 10 years. Like the last 10 playthroughs of this game, I've always nailed it. But I couldn't do it to save my life as a kid. Guess we'll go this way today. Piss smelling? There will be no piss smelling in the chat. God, I don't even think any one of my regulars today, maybe one or two of you might remember. I think Autumn might. I think it was before everyone else's time, that there was a time where we had to ban... Oh, Piss Me Ling, of course. The iconic Chinese knockoff Tickle Me Elmo. That there was a time in this chat where I had to ban piss jokes. That's the legacy of this chat. That's the legacy of the Squid Easy. Is needing to manually ban piss jokes. Because frankly, chat couldn't be trusted with them. It got so bad that I raided into a channel I had never interacted with before. A new channel. And on seeing my username, the person running that channel said, "Oh my god, you're the piss tuber." That night, I went into the Discord, I added everyone, and I said, "Yeah, we're not doing piss jokes anymore, chat. We're removing the piss emote, and we're not doing piss jokes anymore." That was funny when it was self-contained. It's no longer, it's broken containment, it's no longer funny. Y'all are out of here. Oh, interesting. As said, ha, Autumn said Lamau, and then a Shoggoth spawned in the back room. There's no command to play Mahjong. That's strange. Maybe you need to declare something. Maybe you need to put yourself into a certain state of mahjong.
Red Eco makes your attack stronger.
Unfortunately, if no one in chat actually... I think that worked. Did you hear a sound? I think I heard a sound. Oh yeah, see, Autumn figured it out. Autumn knows mahjong. Autumn managed to get Baimon and dealt some damage to the Shoggoth, but it is still reaching for those burritos.
Watch your back! We remember what happened the last time we were here. It's an ambush, Jack! It's an ambush!
Unfortunately, you don't get to declare sumo. You have to enter Ricci, and then hope that you get the card you need, the tile you need. Woo! Am I immortal? My HP's at 0. No, I did die correctly, okay.
While you're down there, could you rub my feet?
Soap? Why soap?
This place gives me the willies. Let's keep you out of the ooze, okay?
Just trying shit. There are still, should be a couple of things Chad hasn't discovered yet. But also, that Shoggoth is still out there. Stando. I mean, y'all are still guessing words, but you know what the word is. Autumn already figured it out. There's always Pang. We should have a Pang redeem. Baimon again. Yeah, you declare Ricci, and then, the system determines what hand you end up with at the end.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. You two didn't screw up. Now that the lurkers can't open that silo, they can't flood the world with dark eco and cause untold destruction. Wipe that ridiculous grin off your face, Daxter. The two of you have plenty to do. Get on with it.
Get on with it. Probably just makes the most sense to do this, I think, now.
Over those bones!
Whack over those bones! The Shoggoth has eaten the last burrito. Maybe now it will leave my kitchen in peace. Sorry, Cal. They'll get the Shoggoth next time.
Don't fall into the mist below us! Because I don't think we'll make it back.
Oh, hey, man. How's it going over there? Well, you know, there was, of course, the burrito that Steel ate, which was the last available burrito in the kitchen. But obviously, Cal made a burrito for himself that he was keeping behind the counter for his lunch break. And the Shoggoth ate the lunch break burrito. Secret Shoggoth, that's pretty good. Fun time to reveal a Shoggoth, I suppose. Whoa! Jack, buddy! Hell, friend, what the fuck was that? Oh.
Don't worry, I'll avenge you. What?
Harsh, bro. That is okay. Not important that we do this perfectly. I just need to get on the damn platform with blue energy. Bow, bow. Return the Muse. 7 scout flies. I know where at least one of them is. Which is up there. I don't know what other scout fly I'm missing though. Oi! To open the present, the blasphemous mass of raven flesh and teeth comes out, screeching unimaginable sounds and emitting incomprehensible smells. Oh, little pet, we got you. Thank you for the snack, Autumn. What are we having? Butterfinger. Kind of wanted one. Got like 300 grams. Is it? There should be a second scout fly. Yeah, at the top here. Okay, so the 2 scout flies I was missing were on the same fucking platform. Okay. And that's Misty Island. Done. Why did you not grab the ledge there, Jackie boy? Who? I'm still waiting.
I'm waiting at the head of Fire Canyon, at the top of the cliff behind the farmer's house.
Behind the farmer's house. I'll get there. I'll get there. I think we're good. Okay, you.
Oh, what a wonderful sight! I thank you.
The village will thank me.
Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you've earned a power cell.
Again, my man, this village has a population of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. It's single digits. So, like,
It's a sizable contribution.
who are you running against?
I hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
I am a quarter of your voting pool. Jack and Daxter make up literally 25% of the population.
Oh, my muse! You
saved her.
Oh, you really are the best. Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
Do boop 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 boop.
I see you two are back to make the trade. Good, jolly good.
Good, jolly good.
Precursor orbs that we agreed on. I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use.
A hard-earned
Cheerio,
power
ta-ta,
cell.
bye-bye.
Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye. It's gonna be our raid message tonight, chat. Cheerio, ta-ta, goodbye. What's a good Jack quote for a raid message? Because that's not a half bad idea. Sandover, done. Geyser Rock, done. Sentinel Beach, done. Forbidden Jungle, done. Misty Island, done. Fire Canyon. Next on my shit list.
Great! You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield. Now be careful. The shield will only protect your zoomer till it reaches 500 degrees, so try to keep her cool. Flying over open lava will definitely heat you up fast. Hit 500 degrees and it's over.
Over? Like burning molten metal over?
The fire canyon gets pretty hot, so keep a lookout for jumps to keep you off the hot ground. I've also released several blue cooling balloons you can use to drop the shield's temperature quickly. Oh, and when you get across, don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck!
Good luck. Don't die a horrible, fiery, explosive death. I have good news and bad news. The good news is when I die a horrible, fiery, explosive death, we will respawn.
There's scoutflies out here, too! Woo, see if we can catch air off those lurkers!
Hit a lurker, catch some hang time, keep yourself off the hot ground, lowering your temp. This game is very funny.
Use the hop turn to steer harder!
Oh, baby, a perfect run again? God damn.
Wahoo! We made it!
Did a perfect run of the fucking fishing minigame. We did a perfect run of whatever the hell that is. If you walk away from here, Kira will complain. You know, see? Easter egg. Thank you for the care package, Autumn. I don't know if it might be time-based. I thought it was distance-based. Do that care package real quick. Yeah, I think it's time-based, because I'm way far away at this point.
I've got to get back to my research.
Got to get back to my research. Come on, Kira. Do the line. There it is.
We're still waiting. Turn on the teleport gate.
She will continue to do that until you hit the switch. Even if you go to another level and come back, she'll still be doing it. It's very funny.
I don't think I'll ever get used to that teleporter tingling sensation. Hey! It looks like the Blue Sage threw a party.
Oh my! Rock Village is on fire!
One heck of a party.
No, I mean Rock Village is being bombarded with flaming boulders.
To be fair, once you've met the blue...
Like
Jack just staring directly at Kira's ass in that shot. She turns to look at him and he looks up, and then when she turns back the other direction, he looks back down.
Go check on the villagers, then come back and give us an update.
Jack is a man who knows what he wants.
With you.
What do you got, Samos?
Well, the situation here stinks worse than a lurker's armpit.
Uh-huh.
Before Blue Sage's disappearance, he journaled significant trouble in all of the surrounding areas. Of particular interest to me is the dark eco-infection of some innocent plants in the Precursor Basin. Kira will teleport your Agrav Zoomer to the nearest transpad. Ride the Zoomer to a green eco vent, and then carry the green eco to the corrupted plants. That should heal them. Don't miss a single plant, or the infected ones will slowly reinfect the healthy ones. And Daxter, start cleaning up in here, and don't forget the corners.
Apparently, the precursor structure just off the coast leads to an underwater lost city. The Blue Sage has been trying to figure out how he can bring one of the chambers to the surface, but he was never successful. You should check it out.
Aren't there a lot of lurker sharks in that water?
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Of course not. Just looking out for Jack here. You know what a chicken he can be.
Well, if you swim out over the coral reef, I doubt the lurker sharks will bother you. They don't like shallow water.
If you're in the shallow water, you're probably safe from the giant man-eating sharks. Probably.
Until we find out why the Blue Sage disappeared, you're going to need to collect 45 power cells to fuel his machine. Go get them.
Not quite. I think there's a second one back here, and I think the way I've had to do this in the past is to double them. So we have to get this guy, run through here, collect that one, which gives us just a little bit of extra juice and lets us reach it. Ta-da!
You two look like a couple of capable fellows. I've got a research project going, and maybe you could help me out.
Hey, we're the ones on a big quest here. We asked you for help.
Well, perhaps we can help each other. I've been studying the burrowing habits of lightning moles in the Precursor Basin next to our village for years. But now those awful lurkers have scared the moles to the surface. And since they're blind as bats, they can't find their way back underground. If you could herd them back into their burrowing tunnels, you might just save their lives. I've got a power cell that says you can do it.
Yeah, lightning moles. We care. Maybe for 2 power cells.
Nice try. But I would be willing to part with another power cell if you two find me 90 precursor orbs for my research equipment. Fair enough?
90 precursor orbs. We're gonna hold on to those for a couple of reasons. One is I would love to give my orbs to this shit-ass statue man, so that he never needs to talk to me again. The second reason is we need to make sure we've got 90 of them bitches. Ow.
That's one of those flying lurkers.
And the reason we need 90 of them bitches is, the gambler. No, not the gambler. The gladiator. The gladiator only rebuilds the bridge for 90 precursor orbs. So you have to give those to him in order to go to the next area. Excuse me, pardon me. Collect those peacefully while I'm not chasing around a lurker or one of these ridiculous rabbit creatures. Called lightning balls. They look like a kind of squirrel. Oh, look, Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day. Come on, man. The least you can do is run away from me instead of through my fucking hitbox. Scooch, scooch, scooch. Really, man? Really, my man? Really? My man. My man. You gotta at least try here, buddy.
Let's go get our power cell from the geologist.
The geologist? Okay. I'm down a bajillion to go.
Those dark eco boxes are bad.
Bad news. Oh my god. I missed the bottom one, didn't I? If you jump like a little too high there, you don't get the final one in the chain because it's set kind of low. You can sort of see the arc. Yeah. Hey, man. Let's do you next. I know we still gotta go deal with the rings. There's 2 sets of those. Might as well get the purple ones out of the way while we're here. Whoa! Bro, jump scared me. Did y'all see that? Literally programmed to fly directly away from me, and he like rounded a corner and went boo. God. We're going the other direction. I'm sick of hitting that fucking rock every time I go to do that jump. Ooh. Think smarter, not harder, chat. He's going back the way I don't want him to go. So we're gonna go around this way. Force him to change directions. When I think back on all the crap I learned in high school, it's a wonder I can think it all. But my lack of education hasn't hurt me. I can read the writing on the wall. Kodachrome. It's a song about colored photography. Kodachrome. Give us those nice bright colors. Give us the greens of summers. Makes you think all the world's a sunny day. I got a Nikon camera. I love to take photographs. Oh mama, don't take my my Kodachrome away. That man wigged out.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Avoid the dark eco boxes!
Yeah, but so long as I have green eco, I'm effectively immortal, so if we slam into a bunch of them real quick, we can get them removed and then I don't have to deal with them anymore. So he's got to go and drop into that hole, and you're supposed to drop down behind him. If you go through the hole at the same time he does, he'll just fly back up out of it and juke you. So you, like, kind of have to let him go ahead of you. It is possible, yeah, like that. It is possible, if you're kind of lucky and kind of accurate, to hit him as he's dropping into it. And sometimes it's even easier because you'll go to miss him and then he'll realize you're dropping into the hole and he's programmed to try and turn directions there to avoid that happening. And he'll sometimes fly back into you. If he'd turned around there, I would have hit him. Because I was right in his warpath. Oh, come off it. Oh. Hi. Wow. Got him. Some days those dudes are easy, some days those dudes are a huge pain in my fucking ass. Those dudes. My Jar Jar Binks has decided to show up for today's stream. Oops. Oh! Shit. No, come off it. Bro, for real? What am I stuck on? So I thought. I won't kill you, I'll beat you over the head. You won't die, you'll just suffer. Okay, while we're here, get rid of these losers. There we go.
You keep on impressing me. But then maybe it's just because I've got low expectations. Okay, your moment of gloating is over. Get on with it.
Get on with it. We can't do that until we've talked to the gambler. Shoot. I should have dealt with him before he came over here. I totally forgot about that. Let's go try these pink rings.
One ring down, a bunch to go.
Oops. What? Oh. Be the last ring. Nope, it's not that one. Keeps going. God, these ring challenges take forever. You end. Oh, this is where you end. Right here. There. Okay, there's all of our precursor orbs. We've got... I think we have the race. There's the geologist, the blue rings, the scout flies. Where would I be missing a scout? Is he in the racetrack? Possible. I honestly don't know. May need to go talk to the gambler and get the race open before we can finish here. It's looking like the case. Would they really put one of the... Am I just missing it somewhere? I don't feel like they would have put a scout fly in a race. I know they didn't put any orbs, because we're done with the orbs. Okay.
Thank you for saving those
Oh.
moles. That's awfully good of you. Here's a power cell.
Awfully good of you.
Now I can get back to my research.
Chat. Chat, I'm barely keeping it together, chat. Step 1.
Interesting.
I gotta go pee so bad. Pee. I don't know if you noticed, chat. I don't know if you noticed me going insane. I don't know if you saw that you were losing me for a little bit there. I won't lie.
Nasty lurkers.
I've been up for a hot minute. I recently kind of reset my sleep schedule. So I'm having a hard time staying awake, actually. We're gonna try to make it to 9:30, which is when Bonnie should start her stream. And she's gonna be doing more of her PCRF.
Good luck, boys.
Subathon? Donathon? Athon. For the month. And I want to raid over there tonight. That's kind of been my plan all week anyway. Well, like all month. My plan is on Wednesdays when Bonnie is streaming, we're going to raid over there. And hope that we can help her out with her fundraiser for the month of December any way we can. So I want to do that anyway. So we're just trying to make it to 9:30. We're almost there. I was doing good pretty much all the beginning. And then after the fire canyon, I started to sort of get a little loopy. That was good for Misty Island.
I've got to get back to my research.
I should not have went AFK next to the frickin' geologist. That was such a mistake. I'm so sorry, chat. But then I hit the Precursor Valley, and pretty much since then, I've been at, like, struggling to keep my eyes open level.
Good luck, boys.
I don't know how I did all the shit I just did in the valley. I first tried the pink precursor rings, which are kind of technical, and I could barely keep my eyes open. We've got the plans, which isn't too difficult.
I've got to get back to my research.
Honestly, I was just going in circles over and over and over again with the moles and the lurkers. Which is annoying because they're kind of the... When you think about it, they're almost sort of the same. They feel very similar. And there's 2 objectives to do that in the same zone. That sound, that weird sound you just heard, that was supposed to be Jack yawning? I don't know why it sounds like that. No one else is voiced that way in the whole game, chat.
Interesting.
A rock. Whew. We're gonna try, chat. Yeah, you hear that? The audio's so scrunk. Thank you, Adam.
Nasty lurkers.
Nasty lurkers. Alright, step one, we gotta give you orbs.
Oh,
My aching head.
Hey, that's one of your vital organs. Walk it off, tough guy.
Oh, sure, I was tough once. Maybe even the toughest of them all. I single-handedly defended this village from those horrid creatures for almost a year. Then that horrible monster arrived and commenced the boulder bombardment. So, full of valor, armor shining in the sun, I climbed the hill to take him on. But he pounded me like one tenderizes a yakao steak.
Have you tried attacking him with your melodrama? Cause it's killing me.
After my last stunning failure,
Yeah, we're just gonna hit 930.
30-ton boulder, leaving no way for anyone.
I gotta push myself a little bit.
So,
Not to the point of like collapsing or anything. I just gotta kind of try and get myself to go to bed later and later. Because I don't need to be going to bed at 5 p.m. That's also not healthy.
And he took all of his power cells with him. At least I was able to pull enough pontoons.
Falling asleep at 5 p.m. and
that monster from coming down
waking up at 1 in the morning.
Yeah, good job, tough guy. But we're gonna need you to put him back and stuff.
Oh, sure. And seal my doom?
Alright, fine. Bring me 90 precursor orbs and I'll let the pontoons loose. But I'm not going to fight that monster again.
Oh.
Wonderful. You brought me the precursor orbs. Alright, I'll fix the bridge. But don't ask me to get involved with that creature again.
Sure thing, man. Okay, gambler.
Oh, no, not another hero. I lost my shorts on this so-called hero's big fight against the monster up there. Trust me, the smart money's on the monster. That wager pretty much tapped me out. So, I got a proposal. Bring me 90 orbs to get me back on my feet and out of this barrel, and I'll give you a power cell in return. And if you're game, I do have one more bet online. My big comeback. Beat the record time racing Dead Man's Gorge in the Precursor Basin, and I'll get a pretty payoff. For that, I'll give you another power cell.
I give you another power cell. There's a bunch of stuff that's over in the Precursor Temple over there. We can go say hi to Kira, I think. She'll tell us we don't have enough orbs.
You don't have enough power cells to power the Blue Sage's machine. We can't lift that boulder until you collect 45 power cells.
We're only 3 short, but, you know. Is this... No, that's it. Okay. It's all swamp past there. I'll tell you what. You say don't push yourself. I know where my limits are, and it's not Boggy Swamp. Boggy Swamp is past what I'm capable of at this point. Terrifying. Hello, Yeti. Bye, cat. Thank you for the treat. Hope you have a good one at work. Thank you for the care package, too. Oh, and another dihydrate. Okay. Indeed. Oh, Oh. Hmm. Did you seriously? Did you just have a clicker lying around? That's the funniest thing you could have done, Autumn.
Hey, Barrows could come back in style.
What a bizarre thing to thrift from work.
I've got to get back to my research.
Beware of the dark light, for it has twisted the fate of one of you. Bring me
Sure has.
120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Hi, Kay.
Here is another power cell for your quest.
It was in the 50-cent bin. It's very funny.
For your sacrifice, I offer you a power cell.
Mew.
Oh, you have the orbs. Here's a power cell we agreed upon.
Was that?
To my research.
Sorry, one sec. Did y'all hear the sound? One of the instruments at the opening of this song, I've never noticed before. Maybe because I rarely play this game with headphones, so I've maybe just never been in a position to be able to hear it. But one of the instruments, one of the synths that they're using here, it sounds like, you know when you take a sheet of metal and wobble it and it goes wobble, 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 wobble? It sounds like they're using that as one of the synths. Listen real close to the backtrack of this. You hear it? Huh. I've never parsed that. Yeah. And it's just like at the end of that section there. They're using it a couple places. They're using it here. Sorry, I was just completely and utterly fascinated by that. Anyway, welcome back in, Kay. We're having a good time. I'm just trying to stay awake. I'm passing out at the keyboard, dog. I will be calling it very, very soon. I just need to try and survive 30 minutes. And then we can wrap. God, the audio quality, the audio, like the sound design in this game is flawless. It's truly just so good. Yeah, I recently set my sleep schedule back again. I pulled one of those 24-hour reset days. And I'm in the post-mortem of that, trying to get myself back on.
Woo! We beat the record time!
I have to agree. And like, look, I am a renowned hater of The Last of Us. We don't need to get into it here, but there's two reasons I hate The Last of Us. The first reason I hate The Last of Us is The Last of Us. I think it's dog shit, dude. I do not think it's a good game. I don't think it's well written. I don't think it's fun to play. I don't think it's interesting in any meaningful way. I think it's dog shit. But even if that weren't the case, it's also made by Neil Druckmann, or as I call him, Neil Cuckman, who is just one of the world's most renowned pieces of shit. He's so fucking awful. And I think it's a moral imperative to not give that man money under any circumstance. I truly believe that. Oh my god, yeah. He's a total turd bucket. He has done some nasty things. See, okay, you get me at least. See, some people really, really, really like that game. And I have friends who really love it, who have tried time and again to help me understand what it is that they appreciate about the game. And I don't see it. I don't understand what people like about the gameplay. I don't understand what people like about the story. I don't get it. And it is your prerogative to like what you like. And I actually cannot believe that while talking about The Last of Us and also Barely Conscious, I first tried the fucking blue precursor runs. That's spectacular. It wasn't even a clean run. I fucked up twice. I just recovered. I did that on purpose. It's actually a hobby of mine. I do this a lot when I play through this game. I go through and I use the green health thing to pop all of the fucking dark eco boxes around the place. It's Minecraft. Yeah. Minecraft sucks. Well, yeah. But, like, there's a lot of games in this world that suck, that people like. And there's nothing wrong with liking games that suck. Also, there's nothing wrong with not liking a game that's good. There's all kinds of good games out there that I simply do not enjoy. And that's fine. There's all kinds of games out there that suck that I love dearly, and that's fine. So that's all good. That's all okay. Return to Gambler. Collected. Okay. Do I have... You're done. Okay. First experience with The Last of Us was watching a stream year ago. Streamers playing it, and I was banned in a friendly way from watching because it's so important and good and life-changing. Everyone needs to play it for itself. So I trusted them and went and bought it and played it, and it was mid. It's just, I'm sorry, I think the story is really weak. I think that trying to, like... I think there's a lot of problems with the combat and stealth sections. I think that they don't really contribute to the themes of the game at all. The game will say one thing and then do another. The game will try to make you feel bad about doing something, and then give you no alternatives, not just you, the person, but you, the character, where it's like, oh, doesn't it suck that they had to do this thing in order to survive? And it's like, no, not really. Like, they had to do something to survive? That's just how it is in an apocalypse? I don't know. It thinks it's art, and it kind of just isn't. It isn't.
Oh, great moves, kid. I knew that time record would fall.
Anyway.
Here's your power cell.
But again, there's nothing wrong with liking The Last of Us. It's not, like, egregious. It's not an evil game that will possess you and, I don't know, stab you or whatever. It's just a game I personally believe to be really mid. The actual problem is, oh my god, Neil Druckmann is such a turd bucket. I fucking hate him. And he just... You can't morally give money to that man or the company he runs, I'm sorry. If you're gonna play The Last of Us, if you're a big Last of Us fan, one, I'm sorry that he's released 2 games 17 times in the past 15 years. I'm sorry that that's happened to you. You actually have it worse than Todd Howard with Skyrim. Like, unironically. And 2... if there is a Last of Us thing that comes out that you feel like you need, please find a way to, like, pirate it or buy a copy used, at the very least. Please don't give that man money. He really, really doesn't need it, is the thing. I hate when games do stuff like that. I hated Spec Ops The Line when it was like, a valid ending is turning off the game. Like, no, it's a game, it's meant to be played. I mean, I think Spec Ops The Line is doing something interesting. I think it's doing something artistic. We hate The Last of Us because it's dog shit, Mara, but also, it's, if you like it in spite of the fact that it's mid, that's totally fine. I respect that hugely. Absolutely, if you enjoy that game, you should play that game. However, Neil Druckmann is a piece of shit. He is human filth. Do not give him money under any circumstances. Just do not give him money. If you really, really love The Last of Us, please pirate it or buy it used or borrow it from a friend. Please do not give him money. That's the actual problem. If people like The Last of Us, I actually don't mind. Because it's not like the worst game in the world, right? I think the story is mediocre, and I think that it pretends to have themes, but it doesn't actually reinforce any of them with gameplay. So this is the thing, Spec Ops The Line does reinforce its themes through its gameplay. It reinforces its themes through its storytelling. It reinforces its themes through its menus, through its atmosphere, through its mechanics, through its sound design. The Last of Us just tells you what its themes are, and then makes a game that isn't about that. It's just messy. Anyway, Mara, what the fuck do you mean Jak and Daxter's a spoiler game? It's older than Swift! You've got to play video games, dog. Does the game need to be 25 years old before Mara will play it? There are frames. There are frames in Warframe Mara that you use that took less time to farm than this game would take to 100%. Casually. Why? This canonically takes place before Ratchet 4. This takes place at the same time as Ratchet 2. I gotta start showing up to every Mara stream. Yeah, they share a universe. I fucked that up.
Better you
I think it makes your earlier point. You're supposed to feel bad about what happens to Spec Ops. The game gives you no option. Oh no, war crimes were committed. We're monsters. Well, I literally had to do that. The game pauses until I do the bad thing. Like, I can feel bad for a collection of pixels and bits, but I cannot feel guilty if the game forces the decision. That's the gameplay story segregation thing, though. I can discuss that one. I'm not mad that The Last of Us makes me kill humans and then asks me to feel bad about killing humans when killing humans was the only solution to the puzzle. Although, it is... Hi, Rhyme. Sorry, there's a lot going on. I'm barely conscious. Let me address this one at a time. Yes, jokingly, Ratchet & Clank and Jak and Daxter do occupy the same universe as a bit. You can find precursor orbs in Ratchet & Clank, and there is a Ratchet & Clank gun course in Jak and Daxter 2. So, those are things that exist, but those are like... They're more like crossovers and Easter eggs than they are like canon. But it's funny to joke about. Anyway. How's it going, Rhyme? Welcome in. You can feel bad for fucking someone over in real life when you didn't have any option. Here's the thing. What The Last of Us does is it says shooting someone in the head is a bad, evil thing to do. And you're a bad, evil person for shooting someone in the head, even though headshots do double damage, and also combat was mandatory. And to say that Spec Ops The Line is doing the same thing is to wildly and dramatically overinflate the importance of The Last of Us themes, which that is it. That's all they have to say about the world. Spec Ops The Line is talking about the way that the military-industrial complex's use of weapons that are literally violations of international law is something that isn't just something that they choose to do, but something that the soldiers who are given those orders simply don't have an option for, because the military-industrial complex has not given them other options. They haven't given them other tools. It's about the fact that every single person who signs on to be a soldier is complicit in literally international war crimes simply for being a part of the organization, because that's structurally how they work. They interface with the outside world through violence. That's intrinsically bad. And so soldiers are intrinsically bad. And making video games about something that's intrinsically bad is a corrosive thing on us. It isn't bad to want to play a video game and shoot pixels because they're pixels. That's not what Spec Ops The Line is saying. If Spec Ops The Line believed that playing a video game caused violence, they wouldn't have made a video game. So to reduce the argument to, well, Spec Ops The Line is telling you that playing video games is bad and evil, that argument doesn't make sense. That's not what it's about. What Spec Ops The Line is about, quite literally, is when we make games about soldiers, we tend to give you power-up tools that are often war crime machines, and then make it feel like it's a victory lap when you get to use those. It's not. It should be deflating and humiliating to be forced to use these tools. The core of what Spec Ops The Line is telling you is, it's fine if you want to commit war crimes in a video game, but you need to remember the actual real-world consequences of these things. Do not romanticize the American military-industrial complex because you enjoy playing it in a game. It's about the glorification of those things. It's about the romanticization, the flat-out romanticization of violence in video games for something in the real world. Not the violence itself. Spec Ops Line isn't here to tell you that there's something fucked up about me punching a lurker in Jack and Daxter. They're saying there's something fucked up about facing Spec Ops The Line and like facing Call of Duty and saying that they're doing the same thing by both of them featuring soldiers killing people in the field. One of them is a glorification of what the soldiers are doing, and the other one is a critique of it. They're both doing the same thing. They're both using the same tools. They both have white phosphorus scenes. But one of them is glorifying it and being apologistic towards it. And one of them is condemning the actions that are being shown, even as the player is being allowed to participate. They don't allow you to do a war crime so that you'll feel bad about it later. They allow you to do a war crime because that's what you're there to do. And because you can't parody games that are about committing war crimes without showing that, without having the player participate in it. It's hard to make fun of what Call of Duty is doing wrong without featuring a torture scene, because every Call of Duty has like 12 torture scenes. It's bad. So that's what's going on in Spec Ops The Line. The Last of Us isn't doing that. The Last of Us just has characters feeling bad about the fact that they killed people when those people had guns and were pointing at you. Even in the real life, it doesn't make sense to give a shit about the people that they killed. It just doesn't. They're like, the person in The Last of Us is just a person. That's a huge difference. The soldier in Spec Ops The Line isn't a dude. He's a component of a larger structure. It's criticizing a system. There aren't systems in The Last of Us. There can't be systems. What The Last of Us is criticizing is human nature, and it's not doing a good job. It's just like, did you know that people will kill if their lives depend on it? Cool. Congrats. That's not a message, dog. They are doing wildly different things. I'm able to produce this analysis off the top of my head while literally falling asleep at the keyboard. So I hope you all appreciate how smart I am, and how pretty I am, and how good I am at talking about things. Yeah, thank you, The Last of Us, for reminding me that if someone pointed a gun at me and then started shooting, I would probably shoot back if I also had a gun. Thanks. I just think about things a lot, Rhyme. War crimes and all that comes to mind as a crazy clown that's wanted everywhere. Last person I saw playing Spec Ops made a point to say, You're playing as the main character. You're not the main character. Criticize their actions, not your playing of them. And people have a hard time doing that. People are like, well, they're criticizing me for being the one to push the button, but that was the only way to progress the plot. And I understand the logic behind that, but that's not what they're doing. Like, and you can do that. I've seen games do that, but that's not what they're doing because they're not critiquing the person. He's a vehicle for a larger structure. And you can tell this because he's not the only problem in the game. There's like 3 other villains, and all of them are just as bad. And some people are like, well, but the protagonist being a villain, that's not that important, actually. You're just playing as one of the problems because the society is full of them. So yeah, that's what's going on with Spec Ops, is that what the game is not asking you to feel bad about is killing some people, and what the game is not asking you to feel bad about is a dude killing some people. What the game is asking you to feel bad about is the United States government killing people and using people like you, normal human beings, to do it through systems that only can be interacted with through violence. It's pretty easy to make that mistake. And part of why is a lot of really like pretentious, annoying people like me talk way too much about Spec Ops The Line and all the really cool, smart things it's doing and how it's so much more clever than every other game. And at the end of the day, Spec Ops The Line, I'm going to be real with you, Chief, it's kind of mid. I think it's a goddamn masterpiece artistically. As far as games go, it's kind of mid. It's okay. It's kind of mid. So it's doing something really cool artistically, but someone will come out and they'll be like, this incredible avant-garde piece of literature is doing something that games in this timeline simply are not capable of. And you'll be like, well, damn, I guess I gotta play it. And if that game turns out to be Outer Wilds, you're gonna be blown away. You're gonna be like, oh shit, you're so right. This game is doing things that no person has ever been able to do before in video games. That's so cool. But then if the game is like Spec Ops and it's like, I don't know, dude, it's an okay bro shooter, well, then you get mad at the pretentious person who told you it was a masterpiece. You know? So I understand that takeaway, because I think it's like, oh, but like every YouTuber ever has done a video on Spec Ops. It's so bad. That's the thing. It's so hard to go anywhere on the internet and not hear takes about Spec Ops The Line. Hang on a sec, chat. We're going to do something. I'm going to be real with you. You know how I'm like falling asleep at the keyboard? I'm also super nauseous and trying not to throw up. And I think the reason for that is probably that I've been awake for too long. It might also be that the lighting in my room has not been great today, or that I ate kind of like shit the last few hours. That one's probably on me. Or maybe just I'm so tired that I'm getting motion sick from the game. So we're going to stop playing the game for a bit. We're just going to chat for a few minutes. Bonnie is going to go live. And once Bonnie is live, we're going to raid out and I'm going to go lay down. We just need 5 minutes for Bonnie to come online. Liz will sleep very, very soon. I've literally already taken a melatonin. So, like, I'm going to raid out, brush my teeth, and then I'm just in bed. Actually, I will do this for you real quick. Let me double check that there's nothing going on in the kitchen. Front door is locked. There's no food left out in the kitchen. Chat. I'm at 238.2. That's huge. I mean, literally, but also figuratively. I plateaued really, really hard at 235, so it's actually really nice to be past that now. Like, I plateaued, like, really hard. I was stuck there for, like, 6 straight months. And it wasn't like... It wasn't even just up. It was also down. I literally couldn't even... I tried decreasing my weight. Nothing. I switched to increasing my weight. Nothing. I was just stuck. So, that's very cool. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we'll get sleep very soon, chat. Don't you worry. I appreciate y'all. I'm looking up a Jacob Geller video, and I hope it is one of the ones that's on YouTube. So, I shill Jacob Geller all the time because he is so cool and I want to be like him when I grow up. But, if you're someone who likes video essays, if you're someone who likes to sit down and listen to a nerd talk about video games for 30 straight minutes, you could pop this on your watch later to check out at your leisure. I'm one of those people. I like putting on video essays while I'm working or doing games that don't require all of my brain cells. So I love video essays. If y'all watch good, clever video essays, especially if no one has ever heard of the video essay you're listening to, where it's like 3 people have liked this at this point, I need you... Each. I need you to send me those. Just post them in the booths. Just send them to me. I love them. Liz, go sleep. Yeah. Definitely copy that rhyme because we're gonna use that. Where that's actually gonna be our raid message. Mangan. Haneman. Mangan. Y'all are kicking this Shoggoth's ass. Get him, chat. Get his ass. I'm so glad that it seems like y'all immediately... The Shoggoth is lost. Surrendering the burritos, it retreats back into the back rooms and is lost once more in the void. I'm glad that y'all seemed to immediately recognize Kiryu's voice going, Neech. This is absolutely just cut from a... I literally cut the audio out of the fucking... Why did that not do anything, Mara? Anyway, literally cut that audio out of a YouTube video like 2 nights ago. Sorry, what was I saying? You defeated the Shoggoth. Congratulations, chat. Fun fact, look how clever I am, chat. You see how there's not a Shoggoth up right now because y'all defeated it? So, Ricci still works when there's not a Shoggoth. It just gives you a score for your hand. So you can still play Mahjong in my chat whenever you want, and it will tell you what your hand was. You just say Ricci, and it'll give you a hand. So that's cool. Note that it does something different if a Shoggoth is spawned in. It becomes an attack against the Shoggoth when one of them is spawned in, whereas it's just a little silly thing when there isn't Shoggoth here. Because I am so smart and pretty. So yeah, congrats. That's the Shoggoth. I'm very happy with that. Yes. Thank you all so much. I'm very proud of myself for becoming fat. Unironically. It actually took so much work to get here because I have a lot of food issues. And I overcame those food issues. And it took a lot of work to overcome them. And now I am allowing myself to eat regularly and treating myself and taking care of my body. And those are things I wasn't doing. And the reason that I was skinny was that I wasn't taking care of my body. And so now I'm taking better care of my body and I'm exercising regularly. And so I'm in much better shape and I've built a lot of muscle mass and that's increased my weight. But I'm also just allowing myself to eat more calories than I need and putting fat on my body because I enjoy having some amount of body fat and I want more of it because it feels good and it makes me happy. And I should be allowed to choose to be happy. And so that's what we're doing. So it is very cool to be gaining weight, as weird as that might sound to some people. For me, it's a sign that I have a stable life situation that I can afford to eat better. It's a sign of like control over my own body, like that it is my body and that I get to decide what it looks like. And I'm not just following the standard like prescription of what my body should be. I'm choosing my body, and so it's a control thing. And then it's also just like, I'm sorry, I'm attracted to fat people. So I want to be a fat person because I want to be attracted to my own body. So for a few different reasons, it's actually very affirming for me to be gaining weight right now. So it's really cool that I made it over that plateau. I'm very cool, and I programmed this rad ass Shoggoth. There's other stuff that y'all didn't find in today's stream, and I'm very excited to get to see more of it. As y'all might have noticed, I'll do it real quick right here. Check this out. Cha. Cha.
Bunger?
What's that? That's my bunger. That's my order of big booty bitches. That's normal. Wait a minute. Naughty Liz has gained 1 explorer point. Naughty Liz is at 1 explorer points. That's interesting. What are explorer points? Check this out. I'm going to show you another one. It's a new command for you. Stats. I have 1 explorer point. My explorer level is 1, and I have 0 esoterica. See that right there, chap? I promised yo dumbasses, when Generation Zero had the world's worst level up system, I told you that I would make a better level up system before New Year's built into my stream. And I did it. There's a level up system. There's skill trees. There's collectibles. I'm a genius. I'm so fucking cool. So yeah. That's our level up system. I'm going to tell you right now that there isn't much you can do right now. A lot of it's still a work in progress. I'm going to give you all a sneak peek. I want you to imagine being able to trade 3 esoterica for a permanent item in chat that, while you have this item, allows you to claim a burrito for free each day. So once per day, you get to take a burrito and it doesn't use tickets and it doesn't decrease the kitchen stock. So once per day, you get a guaranteed free burrito. Burrito upgrades in exchange for your esoterica. And you generate esoterica by leveling up. That's what we're talking about here in stream. I'm not kidding. This is actual stuff I'm programming into my stream right now. I am so cool and pretty, and you should all call me princess and pat my head and call me a good girl. So, here's the thing. Let's go sleep. Here, give me a sec. Give me your Liz. There's the raid message, everybody. Spec Ops line. Let me do this real quick. Grab that raid message while we're here. Blah 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 blah. History. What we don't talk about. Don't autoplay. Thank you. I'm dropping this again in case you didn't grab this earlier. This is a link to a Jacob Geller video. It's called What We Don't Talk About in Spec Ops: The Line. There are a lot of YouTubers out there who have talked about Spec Ops: The Line. They have said all kinds of things about Spec Ops: The Line. If you want to learn about Spec Ops: The Line, it is so easy to hear a million opinions on it. Some people hate it. Some people love it. Some people are mixed. Some people just don't know what to think. You can find those opinions. But Geller is talking about some really cool edge case stuff in this game. And I think if you watch this video, if you don't understand why I like Spec Ops: The Line, if you're like, Liz is really smart, and I know that, but I don't understand why she likes Spec Ops and doesn't like The Last of Us. Because to me, they feel very similar. They feel like they're doing the same thing. They make you kill a dude, and then they make you feel bad about killing a dude. Geller's video will unpack some really, really nifty stuff going on in the background of this game that a lot of people don't notice, that is showing you the extent to which it builds these systems. And I think there's a couple of places where it even criticizes it as like, as good a game as it is, sometimes it's just kind of weird. Sometimes it doesn't, it's doing something so, pardon me, esoteric that like, it doesn't even make sense. I know what you wanted to do here, but you're kind of off the rails. Anyway. So, there's some really cool stuff in there. I wanted to share that because I loved Spec Ops, and I'm going to be honest with you, chat. I am a writer who specializes in watching cool things and going, these things are so cool, and I think they are so neat, and I love them. And here's why I love them, and breaking down what I do and do not love about everything I touch. I love to analyze, and I'm so good at it. And I beat Spec Ops: The Line, and chat, I didn't know why I loved it so much. I was able to talk about basic things, but I felt like that game was a fucking goddamn masterpiece, and the more I thought about it, I was just like, damn. I'm kind of having a hard time figuring out what all the reasons that I love this game so much are. And Geller manages to unpack a bunch of stuff that I picked up on, but didn't manage to consciously parse. I was just subconsciously internalizing some of these things. He introduced me to mechanics that I didn't know the game had, which was super cool. So, I always think about this video when I think about Spec Ops: The Line, because it's a video I loved the game and I knew the game was good, but I didn't actually know why. And he helped me put that into words. And me needing words for something, chat, have I ever needed more words ever in my life? No, of course not. Liz never shuts up. She always has words. But I needed words, and Geller got them to me, so. That's okay, Bull. I hope you do better soon. I'm going immediately to bed, so maybe as soon as you get done with your workies and stuff today, you can do the same. So that's my thoughts on Spec Ops: The Line. As I said, I don't like The Last of Us, but I think it's mid. I don't think it's garbage. I called it dog shit, but that's like that. I call everything dog shit. It's mid. It's fine. It's fine. It's a little, but it's fine. The reason I hate The Last of Us is that Neil Cuckman is one of the most awful people on the planet. That dude is such dog. That he's so trash. He's so trashy. He's so awful. I hate him. I hate him. Please don't give him money. If you like The Last of Us, that's cool. I respect you. It is totally cool that you like that. Please pirate it, or like, I mean, obviously don't pirate it because that would be illegal. So borrow it or purchase a used copy from like a Bookman's or a GameStop or something, so that you aren't giving money directly to Cuckman's company. And make sure you're just not giving Cuckman any more money, because he's awful and he does not need more money. He's only going to do evil things with it. Please stop buying new copies of The Last of Us. Be good, but like also yar. I'm not supposed to say it out loud on Twitch because it does technically violate TOS to tell people to commit crimes, which is fair and reasonable. I understand why it is illegal to tell people to commit crimes. So I won't tell you to pirate games because it has the implication that you're going to be stealing them and that's illegal. Instead, what I will tell you is that there are ways to play games for free without giving the company money, and that some of those methods aren't illegal, such as picking up the game used at a secondhand store or borrowing the game for a friend. Those are some of the ways that you can play a game without giving the company money. I don't think this game is ontologically evil, like, say, for example, Wizard Game. So I'm not going to hate you for playing Last of Us. I would just hate you if you gave money to Druckmann. The problem is they are selling The Last of Us. I like the pinned comment is also misspelled. It was, listen, Steele typed it up. You can't ask Steele to, you can't ask Steele to spell check his own work. It's Steele. Just vibing in chat, but I gotta put shit away before I can watch some trash anime. Hell yeah, bull. Got a couple of things to do, but I can jump on. Y'all have fun with the things. Funniest reason to call Last of Us mid is that not only is it a mid game, but all the action button review videos, it's the one I don't go back and rewatch. That's really funny, actually. Similarly, Kay, I love everything Geller. I watch all of Geller's videos. I just love listening to that man talk about video games. It's one of my favorite things. I just don't bother with his Last of Us stuff. If it's like if Last of Us is mentioned, it's fine. But if it's the only thing in a video, I'm just not gonna watch that video. I just don't care. I know he thinks it's cool, and I hugely, hugely respect him, and I think he is brilliant and very talented. But I fucking hate that game, and I actually just don't care what someone's cool opinion of it is. I don't mind that he likes it. I don't mind that he plays them. And I don't mind if y'all play Last of Us. If you play the Wizard game, I will personally punch you in the dick. But like I don't mind if you play Last of Us. I don't think it's ontologically evil. I just hate the game. I'm sorry. It just barely crosses the line of being pretentious without merit. And I love things when they're pretentious with merit, and I love things that have merit but refuse to be pretentious. But if you are pretentious without the artistic merit to back up that pretentiousness, you are the worst thing in the world. I despise you. Exactly, Yeek. It's why I couldn't stand Yeek, because Yeek was pretentious about what it was. Yeek wasn't just a JRPG parody. It wanted to be a JRPG great, and it thought it was going to be a JRPG great. That's why it upsets me so much. Yeek doesn't upset me because it's bad. Yeek upsets me because it thinks it's better than it is. And you know what the worst part is? I don't even think Yeek thinks it's that good. I think Yeek believes itself to be mid, but even that is giving it too much credit, and that's why it pisses me off. Chat. Hopefully that wraps up all the conversations we were having. Bull, I love you. Please take care of yourself as best you can. Kay, Az, Mara, Rhyme, Autumn, everyone else who chatted and entertained me while I was trying to stay conscious so that we could make it to Bonnie's stream. Thank you all so much. I love every single one of you. I appreciate all of you so much. Please go take care of yourselves. I'm going to go immediately to bed. I've eaten already for the day, so I can just go lay down and sleep. I'm going to go get some sleep immediately. I'll brush my teeth before I go. But that's just like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go straight to bed. So you don't have to worry. I hope if any of you need to do something to take care of yourselves, go to sleep, get food, whatever, you take care of that. If you're taken care of and you have a little bit of money you can throw at Bonnie, for her charity-thon for the PCRF, please do so. It is a very it's a very important cause right now in the world. And it would mean the world to her and also to me. If you're able to. If you're not, I understand. I want to throw a bunch of money in it, and I can't. I don't have the money, chat. I can't do it. But if I can put even one person's eyes on the charity-thon that is able to donate, then I've done my part. So I'm sending y'all over there and letting y'all know to at least take a look at the fundraiser. If you think you'd be able to throw a couple bucks Bonnie's way, that's cool. That's where we're gonna head tonight. That's why I wanted to stay awake long enough to gay to bed. I'm gay, gay in the sheets, gay in the streets, baby. So I'm sending you all over to Bonnie's. Thank you all for watching, chatting, lurking, catching this later on down the line as a VOD. God, this is gonna be the worst VOD ever. I'm so sorry. The worst part of this is a VOD is not the part that I'm falling asleep while I'm literally playing a video game. It's definitely me going off on an hour-long tirade about Spec Ops: The Line, and like there isn't going to be any chat. No, Bull. When you're watching this live, you can see what chat is saying to me. Chat isn't in my VODs. So videos where all I do is I sit there and I reply to chat, those are my favorite streams. They're also my worst VODs. I don't care. I'm not a VOD channel. I'm a streamer. So if my VOD sucks, that's not my problem. My VOD is an offering to people who can't make it and want to catch up on what happened at stream. But at my core, what I want is good fucking conversation while I'm playing games. YouTube can't tell, but I'm waving at them. Rhyme is waving at you, YouTube. I realize I started this too. No, I started this. And I started this on purpose because I needed to talk about something I gave a shit about so I could stay awake. And you enabled me, which is good because I was going to fall asleep, okay? If we didn't have this tirade, I would have passed out. You saved my life. Anyway, we're going to send you all over to Bonnie's. I think that covers it. Shoggoths are cool. Mahjong is cool. I'm so smart and pretty. I did such a good job. Thank you. I did such a good job with all of the new stream features, and none of them even broke. And I'm so proud of myself. I was staring at StreamerBot nervously all night, hoping that it wouldn't break, that I didn't program anything wrong. And I don't think I did. Everyone get your last minute orders. If you haven't already, make sure to order the usual. It is giving you not only your daily tickets, but also some Explorer points. You don't want to miss out on those. And thank you so much for watching, hanging out, chatting, lurking, all that good stuff. I'm going to send you all over to Bonnie's now so that I can go to bed. Oi. How do I even do a raid? It's this, and then let's go sleep. Hang on. You gotta use... Ow. Space junk. You gotta use this one. Oh, Autumn, you're right. Hang on. I got you. What's a... Man, there's not like a generic... Is it that? That's good enough. Thank you for watching. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. All that good stuff. Here's one for if you're not subscribed. That should work. There's one for people who aren't subscribed. Kay, oh my goodness. Thank you for gifting us up to Autumn. Yeah, so we've got the Squirmit Dance if you are subbed. We've got the Sleeper if you're not subbed. Regardless Thank you so much for watching, being here, cheering me up on a rough day. I love all of you so much. Go say hi to Bonnie. Take care of yourselves. Head on out the door. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Thanks for watching. On Cracker Island, it was